Alright, we're at the Clay Butte Trailhead. This is day number 1 of a 5-day backpacking and climbing trip. It's about 9:15 a.m. We're gonna hike about 8 miles today to our base camp, and then spend the next 3 or 4 days climbing peaks and fishing. And he just went out of view, but we just had a pretty good sized black bear run in the field down there. He's just on the other side of this hump. Luckily he caught wind of us and he's running away, so he'll be gone. Well, we've been hiking about 5 hours. Probably got less than a mile to our base camp for night number 1 anyway. There's a view of our peaks we're going to tackle. That's the Castle group. We're hoping to hit 4 of those. They're all over 12,000 feet. Our first night base camp is probably just that way, about another mile, a little bit less. Well, this will be our camp for night number 1. Took about 6 hours to get here. This is Martin Lake. Tomorrow, that is the direction we'll be going. We'll be going towards that saddle. And we got about probably 6 miles tomorrow to get to our next camp. Right, it's morning of day number 2. We got our breakfast. We're all packed up. We're getting ready to leave for base camp number 2. We've probably got about 6 miles to get to Varve Lake today. Weather's beautiful. Looks like it's going to be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. And we made it to Crystal Lake. Got a really good view of the Castle group we're going to be climbing tomorrow. That's pretty much all of them right there in the distance. Well, we've been hiking for about 5 hours and we finally reached our lake for our final base camp. This is Varve Lake. Tuck around that part of the lake, hike the other side, and hopefully find a spot back there. Tomorrow we gotta climb. Those are our peaks right there. All these in the area. Well, we made it to our camp. Got our tent set up. Getting some relaxing in the evening before we go to bed. Got a tired pooch right here. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we're going to head up that way. We're going to head to that saddle back there for our first peak. That'll be our last peak right there, point 12540. The other 3 are, one of them's in view, the other 2 are out of view, but we'll just head that way first thing in the morning. One thing I forgot to mention is it took us 2 full days to get here, 2 long, hard days to get in. Up and down, climbing saddle after saddle for 2 full days. So this is, hopefully we can get all 4 peaks done tomorrow so I don't have to ever hike all the way back in here again. Alright, it's morning of day number 2, or I guess day number 3. Summit day. We're packing up. We're getting ready to leave our base camp. Head for the mountains. It's about 6:15. Just starting to get light. Looks like it's going to be a pretty clear day. Well, we've been hiking for about an hour, and we're about 11,600 feet. We're heading to that saddle right there. There's the first peak we're gonna hit, Darlene. We got a pretty good sized glacier up and over this rock field here. We're gonna have to cross, and then we'll just go right up one of those chutes. Well, we're about to cross our first glacier. We're just gonna head straight across. Well, we've reached the saddle between Castle Rock Mountain and Darlene Mountain. We're gonna head up there, bag Darlene, come back here, go straight across there. Way back there in the distance is 12,090, and then Castle Rock Mountain's right over there. We're about 100 feet from the summit. Right up there. Well, we made it to the summit plateau of Darlene. We just gotta hike up to the top, and there's the summit back there. Oh, this is it. This is the High Point summit. This is Darlene Mountain. Not much of a view, it's just a pretty broad plateau, but there's our next one over there, 12,090. I don't know how we're going to get to it. I think we're going to climb back down the way we can, go all the way up to that plateau, and then hit that ridge line as long as we can. Well, that's one summit complete and 3 more to go. Let's start heading down now. Two hours and 20 minutes one way from our camp at Varve Lake to the summit of Darlene Mountain. Well, I'm on the ridge line connecting Castle Rock to 12,090. It's pretty nasty. There. It's going to be a pretty good cliff over there. You got really exposed ledge over there. There's our peak over there. I want to get down to that summit and drop down off the side so I can avoid that ridge line over there. Well, I haven't been filming much over the last hour, but Jim and I split up. He's waiting over on the Castle Rock Mountain summit. I ended up going solo here for this next peak. This 12,090. I'm getting closer. It's right there, but I had to go down some nasty stuff just to get to where I'm at, and then I still gotta get all the way back too. So it's a long ways, but hopefully another half hour, 45 minutes, I'll be up on the summit. Here it is. Approaching the summit. There it is. Second summit down for the day. 2 more to go. There's a long ways back here. I'll be perfectly happy never doing this one again. There's the one we're doing last. That's 12,540 right there. That's where we just came down off of. We'll climb all the way back up that, back around, back up that, go down that saddle, and we'll hit 12,540 hopefully last. Hopefully that'll be our 4th and last one of the day. But there's Castle Mountain right over there. Whitetail in the background, Sundance and Bowback. See a lot of swamp up here. It was about an hour and 30 minutes one way from Castle Rock to point 1290. I think it's going to take me probably a little bit longer on the way back because it's mostly uphill. Yeah, here we are, approaching our third peak of the day. This is Castle Rock Mountain. Oh man. Oh. Whew. Number 3 of 4 for the day. That's where I just came from, all the way over there. That's what we're hoping to do next. 12,540. In and we still have a long ways to climb to get to our last peak, and then a long hike out to our base camp. So this is probably going to turn into a 12-hour day. I'd not be surprised. Well, I'm getting a lot closer, about 500 feet away. I'm hoping that's the notch I climb up, because those are definitely class 4 and 5. I'm just hoping once I get up there I can find a way up the notch. We're just went over 8 hours. It's been a long day. I'm pretty sure I found my notch. I think I can just head straight up this to the summit plateau. Well, I'm about 300 feet from the summit. Not sure which way the summit is. It could be over there, could be there, there. But I'm gonna head this way. Hopefully once I get up there it'll be kind of a plateau and I can just find the high point. But we're getting close, but this is brutal. We're 9 hours in for the day. I think that's the summit over there. Right up the ridge line at the top of the plateau, and then it should just be a walk. 10 minutes or less. Here it is. Fourth peak of the day. Point 12,540. There it is. Looks like the summit registry there. Let's go look at the view. It's pretty much the way we came, all the way around. There's the peak we just came off of, Castle Rock Mountain. Darlene's behind it. There's the one I did before Castle Rock, 12,090. What a brutal climb. Let's see what we got here for summit registry. Apparently this summit log is probably over 45 years old. There's my buddy Vince's registry from 2019, a couple years ago. Go back. There's one from 1978. That's 43 years old. I don't know if that's the oldest. 1979. Unfortunately, there's no pen or pencil, so I can't even sign it. all empty. So I got the evidence. I was here. That's good enough. Climb. It's gonna get real nasty climbing down all this loose scree. But that's 4 peaks for today done. That's 23 overall. And I got 4 more to complete them all. So getting real close.